Hey, yo, what is good, YouTube? We are back at it again. This is Keith versus Star. I got a question, man. Is Steph Curry top 10? For you, is he top 10? Stephen A. and ESPN gave their top 10 players of all time list. I want to check it out. Let me see what y'all think. I'm going to give y'all my opinion. Let's get right to it, man. I'm going to just say this now. Look, I realized there was a box on my face for half of this video. I got the box took off of my face. If you got a problem with the box being on my face, this is what I feel. I got it off now.
21-22 season, the NBA unveiled its 75th anniversary.
Hold on, let's go through the list. Okay, let's see. We got Michael Jordan, Brian James. I'm switching Brian James and Kareem around. I got Kareem 2. I got LeBron 3. Where's Shaq? There's no Shaq. Stop it. Okay, Magic Johnson 4. Okay. I got to give it to Wilt. I got to give it to Kareem more than I would give it to Magic Johnson. I got Magic Johnson at like 6. They played on the same team for a very long time. But Kareem was a monster before Magic Johnson was even playing. So you got to say Kareem would have been there regardless. Wilt, I don't have at 5. Wilt probably 10. Kobe 5. Fuck is we doing? Kobe's 5. Stop it. Bill Russell, I don't even speak about that. Larry Bird, okay. Tim, I'm not putting Oscar Robertson in the top 10. I'm not doing it. So I'm taking Oscar Robertson out. I'm putting Shaq there. And I'm probably moving Bill Russell down to 9 and putting Shaq at 6. That's just what I'm doing.
Full of iconic players representing different points in the evolution of basketball, but the league never ranked them, so ESPN did. There they are. MJ, LeBron, Kareem,
That's
Magic,
trash.
Wilt,
I don't like
Bill
that
Russell, Larry
content.
Bird, Tim Duncan, Oscar Robertson, and Kobe Bean Bryant. Stephen A. Quite a list right there. Would a 4th ring make Steph Curry a top 10 player all time?
There we go. That's the question of the day. Will another ring make Steph Curry top 10? In my personal opinion, who you taking out? That's the problem. It's not like he can't do it, but it's like, who you taking out? You taking out Wilt? You taking out Tim Duncan? Like, who you going to take out? That's the problem. When it's so many great players, it's like somebody got to go, but who's going to be that person? Most people would say Bill Russell or Wilt, I would think.
I believe it would.
Okay.
So someone's got to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's where this discussion goes. I want to apologize to historians everywhere. I want to apologize to basketball lovers everywhere because I openly admit that what I'm about to say is blasphemous.
Okay.
I'm going to say it anyway.
Look at, why is Amari on TV? We don't need Amari on TV. Why? Y'all remember when Amari said he was like, he probably is Jewish. I'm not even going to say he said he was, but he said he was Jewish, right? And then he just miraculously like look like a Sikh. Or isn't that what it's called? A Sikh? He looked like one of those Jewish dudes with the stuff on his ears, bro. Whatever that is. And then he just became trash right after that. I don't know what happened to him, but he was trash right after that.
See the Mad Dog Russo.
Oh, don't give me this, please.
Mad Dog.
Ridiculous. Listen to this now. Go ahead. Let me hear.
I would take off Wilt Chamberlain.
Ain't that what it has to be Wilt. Because there's nobody else that you could honestly take out confidently and be like, yeah, he shouldn't be there. Because everybody else is pretty solidified. But how you ain't got Shaq in the top 10 and you got Wilt? That's crazy to me.
Wilt Chamberlain. The man that averaged 50 a game in the season. The man that averaged 30 rebounds in the season. The man they changed the rules for is.
Hey, man, I know this has been said so many times, but I don't care about you averaging 50 points when you was 7 foot something and the dudes who you was playing against was 6'5", bro. I don't care. And they was slow white dudes, man. You were a monster, dude. You were something foreign to that time in history. It's just like Shaq, still to today, is an anomaly. In 30 years, it's going to be normal people that look like Shaq, bro. Look at the kids today, bro. I remember when I was like 19, 20. Like, I was a normal size for a person that was 19 and 20. Now, people are 14, 13, 12 years old, my size. I ain't trying to hear it, man. What was different, man?
Widely considered the most dominant force in the history of the NBA, with the exception of maybe Shaquille O'Neal, and obviously some people debate that. That guy, Wilt Chamberlain.
No.
Stay with me, doggy, because I know that I'm stepping out. Oh, my God, I know I'm stepping out.
He tripping.
Do you know what I hold against Wilt Chamberlain?
Well, there are a few things you can. Go ahead.
For me personally, I know that nobody's ever dominated the game the way Wilt Chamberlain did. Please don't get me wrong.
Okay.
Steph Curry is the greatest shooter we have ever seen.
Yes.
He's transcended the sport and he's transformed the sport of basketball. Some would lament it, some would applaud it. But Steph Curry being the phenomenal shooter that he is, he's already established himself as the greatest shooter ever. We take that into account along with 5 straight trips to the NBA Finals, 3 titles, a 4th title, 6 appearances in 8 years. If he wins a 4th...
That Steph Curry resume is fucking bananas, dude. If you think about it, you got Kareem, Magic, and LeBron James. Those are the only people who can stack up to that stretch of time. Even though theirs is actually longer, you know what I mean? Because Magic and Kareem's was a fucking decade. LeBron's was a decade. If Steph Curry gets to another finals, he's in that same range. I know people don't want to believe that because they like, oh, LeBron James went to 9 straight finals, or LeBron James went to 8 finals. Like, that's actually been done before. I know y'all don't believe that, but Magic and Kareem were going to, in the decade of the 80s, I think they went to 9 finals in that entire decade. So it's not like it hasn't happened before, but it's so rare that only a few people in history have ever done it.
He'd win the MVP. I think that puts him in rarefied air.
It does. I'll give him
Here's
that.
what I can't escape, and nobody ever brings this up because of the domination of Wilt Chamberlain individual. I'm so sorry. Sonny.
Ew, Stephen A. be acting like the world is going to collapse, bro.
Hill, I love you. I'm so sorry. My man Sonny Hill in Philadelphia. I'm so sorry. He's killing me right now. He's so ashamed of me. Wilt Chamberlain's got 2 rings. In the
got 2
era
rings?
that Bill Russell won 11. See, that's when.
Yo, I did not know Wilt only had 2 rings. You couldn't have told me Wilt didn't have at least 4.
Out to me. In your era, there's a dude that stood way above the crowd compared to you.
That
11
is true.
championships
You
to
gotta
2.
give him that.
The 2 finals
He is
appearances,
so
if I
fucked
remember
up.
correctly, what is it, 64 and 69. You lost both, 1-5, 1-7. You got a career 4-8 record against Bill Russell in the finals. I'm just saying, I'm looking at you.
That don't
And
look
it's just
good,
like,
bro.
okay, Kareem is Kareem. But we know the 6 rings, how he spanned decades, what he did. The
That's
sky
not a good
hook,
look.
scoring, all-time scoring leader. All of this other stuff. We throw all of that in there. Magic Johnson, 5-time champion, the greatest point guard, natural quintessential point guard we've ever seen in the history of the game of basketball. Michael Jordan, the best, period. LeBron James on the Mount Rushmore, the era, the LeBron era. We got all of that. When we looked at Wilt, we looked at the individual. But
Now, you
the
gotta
guy
give him that. He right.
that we considered
He right.
Mr. Champion.
You gotta take Wilt out and put Steph there. Simply, man, it's 4 rings, bro. It's 4 rings. You revolutionized the game. You got 2 MVPs. I know Wilt was dominant, but you gotta kind of give it to Steph in that instance because Wilt just wasn't. He was dominant statistically for himself, but when it came to the team, when it came to winning, he just didn't do enough. Gotta say that, hey man, he right. As much as I don't want him to be, he is right. But I want to know what y'all think. In my opinion, I'm taking Wilt out, and I'm also taking Oscar Robertson out, and I'm putting in SHAQ. I will put my top 10 right here at the end of this video, but let me know what y'all think of my top 10 and ESPN's. Is Steph Curry in for you, or is he not in for you? Got anything you want us to react to? Let us know down in the comments. It's been Key versus Star, and we out.